like the green head.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I saw last night.
And I unlocked the Darth Vader no, but since he's an alien, he doesn't go no. He's just like Garbar. Like he says it's an alien language.
Danielle, what's the Pokemon again? Seawaddle?
Yes.
No idea.
Seawaddle. And then the other one I got is the Tusken Raiders, where they're like,
now that one I want.
That one's so good doing it as the alien.
Yeah, I got so much cash in the game now from the double everything that I'm like, man.
But that was my attitude. That was my attitude too. Like I didn't want to waste it, but I was like, well, I already bought all the guns and like I bought all the star cards that like I think I'm gonna use.
Star partners?
So I was like, well, I got so much left over. Unlocking the alien was like big bucks though. It was like 20 grand.
I do want it.
But I was like, I got it, so let's do it.
All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo podcast. So 540, the Sewaddle podcast. Mom Brain.
That's me.
Can you tell us about Sewaddle? Yes, statue.
Yes, statue. Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
You can see the leg.
It's not a statue.
It's a major award.
It's a lady standing on the table.
Yes.
On one leg.
We're spicing up the show for the new year. We're testing it out right now. We're going to have ladies dancing on the table. Go ahead, Mom Brain. Tell us about it.
Seawaddle or Sewaddle.
Great job, Mom Brain.
That's all I needed to know.
Stayed up really late Thursday night.
Mom Brain.
I'm not over it yet.
It's Saturday.
Yeah. Sure is. Sewaddle is a caterpillar-like Pokemon with a broad, bitten leaf enfolding its head like a hood. Its large spherical head is an orange-yellow with 2 small, close-together knobs on its forehead. Sewaddle's eyes are black and circular, and its mouth has a downward-pointing, crescent-shaped orange snout with a sharp, tiny tooth at either end. It sounds nasty. The underside between the snout and its neck is white. Its green body has 3 segments with a pair of stubby spherical orange legs on each segment.
What? Quality stuff. Keep going, Mom Brain, please. Focus.
Sewaddle makes itself leafy clothes using chewed up leaves and a thread-like substance it produces from its mouth.
So he's a hobo. Well, minus the thread from your mouth.
Though Livani tends to make its first set after hatching.
I know.
By folding it over its face, its leafy hood is used to help hide it from its enemies, whether awake or asleep. It has been shown to eat berries, but when food is scarce, it will eat its leafy clothing as an alternative. This thing is gross.
Just like you can eat Crocs if you have to.
But you never would.
Well, I would if I was stranded on a desert island.
So it's number 540. It's a bug grass type. Its abilities include Swarm or Chlorophyll. Its hidden ability is Overcoat.
Smell like chloroform too?
50-50 male to female ratio. They're a foot tall and they weigh 5.5 pounds.
Thanks, Mom Brain.
You're welcome.
This is a pretty lame Pokemon.
Mom Brain is here. Lube is here. I'm here. Hello to Matt TGF and Ashen Kusher.
What?
Ashen Kusher. Cedar, Festive Zim, Fireflame, Link Triforce, Roth Sothy, TAW, Vash, and all the other idlers that are in there. Thank you for joining us. TAW said, he says, this week he played Majora's Mask. Let's ask Mom Brain for her progress on that one.
There's nothing to report.
Wow. Well, thanks, Mom Brain.
Welcome.
Like I said, don't worry.
Who asked that question?
Be happy.
TAW.
Well, TAW, I want you to know Santa's not coming to your house this year.
Don't worry, you're not going to get any Star Wars spoilers on this podcast. I know people are going out of their way to ruin it for everybody else.
When we went to
plus Lube hasn't seen it, so
we saw it at midnight, and when I went to the concession stand to get myself a big old bucket of Diet Coke because it was late and I needed to stay awake, they were talking behind the counter about how someone was out in the parking lot driving up and down the lane screaming spoilers.
Wow.
And they were going to call the police. So.
Well, that one guy had it. Well, not. I don't want to. He was the asshole. But some guy was out like yelling spoilers in front of a movie theater, and a whole bunch of people grabbed him and beat the crap out of him.
I saw that on Facebook. I saw a trending story.
Yeah, it happened. I also heard, I don't know if it's the same story, but apparently another guy was doing the same thing, or it was the same guy. I don't know. But the guy got beat up, but the people that were beating him up were like dressed as like Star Wars characters. So it was like Boba Fett beating up a guy in a parking lot. And yeah, people have been spoiling it online, just going into comment sections for completely random stories having nothing to do with Star Wars and just putting spoilers in there. And I've heard it's been a real problem on Xbox Live as well. People have just been joining rooms for whatever games they're playing on, the voice chat, and going in and like spouting out spoilers and then leaving the game. I'm like, people are such assholes.
I'm glad I haven't had it spoiled.
You are lucky, especially.
I better see the movie soon.
Yes. Well, you don't have your computer, so that's one way to avoid you. Your phone doesn't go on the internet, so that's another way.
And there's no voice chat.
And when we play voice chat in games, it's only us.
Yeah.
So don't worry, I'm not going to spoil it for you. But yes, I will.
Did you like it?
Really liked it.
It was great.
And also, because I know it's important to you, John the Savage liked it just as much.
Oh, good.
So
good.
Because I know I'm more lenient on movies, but yes, John the Savage texted me and he was like, Star Wars? I said, yes, what about it? He goes, did you see it? I said, yeah. He goes, what do you think? So we talked all about it, and he said, that's exactly how I feel about it.
Well, if it has JTS's seal of approval and your seal of approval, then
we both had the same complaint, which we considered to be a very minor one, but I would see the movie again and again. Like, you know how like we saw Revenge of the Sith and we were like, that was okay. This is like really okay. Like, this is good. This is actually very good. Or so we thought. But yes, it was nice to. I was in the theater watching it, and like, I don't know, 30 minutes into it, I'm thinking to myself, I'm seeing a Star Wars movie that I like. I'm really liking it. I'm actually sitting in the theater watching a Star Wars movie and really enjoying it. Then the movie ended. I was like, oh my God, I enjoyed the whole thing. Nice. I really liked it. And everybody we went with family plus Mom Brain. Everybody liked it. You're not family. Are you family?
Wow.
Are you family?
Isn't she engaged? Doesn't that count as family?
Married counts, not engaged. I didn't mean like you're not part of the family. I meant like
I consider you guys part of my family.
Right?
I meant legally.
I guess not him anymore.
Legally, right?
Wow.
Just answer the question.
Oh, legally.
Legally, no. But yes, in your hearts and minds, where the important stuff is.
No,
you are family.
Doesn't matter. You're family.
Listen,
and Mom Brain.
There's a ring on it. There's a ring on it. That's family.
I meant for like the listeners.
Nope. Too late.
Well, I would see any Star Wars movie with you. Mom Brain saw the movie, and she's not a Star Wars person, but she didn't like. You know, she's. Have you seen the originals? The originals.
The ones from the 70s.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of them.
Only one was from the 70s.
Well, you know that. I saw those.
We did a nice little trivia game on the way to the movie theater. I was asking Star Wars questions to everybody to see what they knew. Mom Brain finally knew that Han Solo piloted the Millennium Falcon, because when I first asked her, I don't know what she said. Not
Might have
him.
said Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Who'd you? Oh.
I think that's what I said.
Yeah, something like that.
Man.
But she's come so far. So she saw this movie and we came out of it, and she was like, "Man, I want to watch more Star Wars now." I was like, "Yeah, I know." So it works.
And I saw one of the recent ones, but I didn't see the other two.
That's her.
You probably saw Revenge of the Sith.
We saw it together.
I saw Revenge of the Sith a lot.
We all saw that in the theaters, I think.
Together.
Yeah.
So Star Wars, we did that. But there's lots of Nintendo stuff that happened this week, because there was some Smash Brothers stuff, And Minecraft is finally on Wii U now.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear how your parents did.
Oh, well, speaking of that.
I was going to ask you before the show, but then I'm like, no, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Yeah, so Minecraft's finally on Wii U. So, you know, we went through the whole process of there's a listing on the Peggy website for Minecraft coming to Wii U, and then the listing disappeared, and then nothing was announced, and then eventually it was confirmed. So now it's available. And my understanding was when it went live, the Nintendo Network went down or was experiencing a lot of issues because so many people were grabbing the game.
That's good.
I think Minecraft's a good fit for Nintendo fans. So my parents played it. Now, I don't know about my dad, but my mom had heard of Minecraft, probably only because I was playing it, but she didn't know like anything about it. And she thought she was gonna hate it, but then she ended up super addicted to it. So like we recorded the video, which was an hour, and then later on that night she played for like another like hour and a half on her own.
But then she said,
and she was like, I can get this at home too, right? And I was like, you have a Wii U? Yes, you can download this at home. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna have to do that. What?
And she also said she's been like thinking about what she's gonna do.
Yes,
that's the worst.
What?
Does she have a Wii U?
I literally just said that.
Oh, sorry.
That's the worst / best though. Like when you're done playing, but it's like I have to go to bed, and then you go to bed and you're like, I can't wait to play again. So I gotta do this, and I gotta play my next move and build this here.
Last night I was thinking about our projects. I don't know what you're doing, and you don't know what I'm doing, but I was like, oh, I want to get back in there and keep working on that. But yeah, you know, after I forget how long she played, but she was like, oh, I can see how this would be really addictive. And I was like, yeah. So, but yeah, she's been playing the last, like, ever since she played, which was Thursday, she's been talking to me about how she's planning her next move, what she's going to do, and the space she's going to make for it. And
see, but she has to get it, though, because she can't keep coming over here and playing it, because then if she does get it, she'll be like, oh, I don't have any of that stuff on
I can give her, like, the seed for her, like, randomly generated world, but that doesn't include the stuff she's built.
So, like, you should be like, stop building stuff in my game right now.
It would be a good idea
like,
for her
start
to
your own.
To tell you the truth, she probably won't mind. She'll have 2 houses and not care about it, or 2 levels. So yeah, you can watch that in the Parents Play video that's available right now.
Did you do peaceful mode, or was she?
No, I let her do survival, but we put it on easy.
Okay.
And she only died once. She did fine. And plus, she's not used to games that use 2 joysticks. You know, one for looking and one for moving. So she got used to that and was doing a lot better. I was impressed with how she was doing. But after we recorded the video, I was like, I can turn off the bad guys if you want and just let you do your thing. And she said, yeah, let's do that. So she's playing peaceful. I was like, that's what Lube and I did after a long time of playing the other way and being like, I'm tired of things blowing our stuff up. So she's playing that way. But yeah, she really likes it. It was fun to watch her play and learn everything. And she hasn't she was like digging out the side of a mountain just to make a place for herself and like putting a few things in there. So she hasn't really like gone out and like explored. Like she's grabbed like coal and like randomly found some iron ore, and that was it. So she hasn't like gone off and like seen all the stuff.
Dug deep.
And
didn't go to the nether.
Exactly. Right before she was about to finish playing, not in the video, afterwards, she fell down. She fell down a super deep hole and died and lost everything she had on her. So like I found my way down safely and collected her stuff and got her back up to her house. Because she was out looking for coal and she found like a really big vein of it and collected all of it. Like she hadn't had any coal yet. So she was all excited because she wanted to make glass in her furnace. And she was walking back to her house and fell in a hole in the wall. And she was like, I lost everything. I was like, well, everything you had on you, but we can get it back. So thankfully I got it back. But you can check out that video. It's in the Go Original Content section or the YouTube channel or Top Stories, wherever you can find it. And you guys are saying what I thought you would be saying. because it's how I felt when I watched her play. You're all asking me, is this going to be a series? Is she going to play this again? Can we see her play more of this? And I would like to do that. I don't know if we'll do it every week because I want to keep different games every week. Maybe we'll do it as a side game, or maybe we'll revisit it every month and see where she's at, something like that. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure we'll do more of that. So check that out. I feel like there's something else important I was supposed to mention, but whatever. I don't remember. Let's do top stories. Mr. Sakurai was a busy man this week because he had his the final Smash Brothers presentation, but he was also doing some interviews, and some publications came out that had interviews with him as well. And he actually had an interview in The Making of Fire Emblem, 25 Years of Development Secrets. They talked to him about a whole bunch of Smash Brothers stuff because there's a lot of Fire Emblem characters in there. And he talked about how DLC will be ending soon, which now we know. And he also talks about being unsure of there being another Smash Brothers game.
Of course they're going to keep making Smash Brothers.
He says, I don't know whether Fire Emblem will have many more games in the future, but it's not as if we have a stipulation that says we have to include the protagonist of next Fire Emblem game. Moreover, we don't even know if there will be another Smash Brothers game. And the interviewer said, you do say that every time, though, so I do wonder if maybe it'll just keep going on forever. And Sakurai says, and I'll become the Smash craftsman, and laughs about it. And the interviewer says, yes, after all, including the DLC, you've been involved with Smash since the beginning. And Sakurai says, well, DLC is coming to an end soon, you know. And now we do know that because the Smash Brothers final presentation aired, and we found out who won the Fighters ballot and who's coming. Festive Zim says, why doesn't RMC do the podcast on Twitch with gameplay? What do you want to see gameplay of? Like what I'm talking about? That's a lot.
What kind of operation you think we're running here?
Yeah, right, this Dog and Pony Show. You could go on YouTube and look up what I'm talking about. Like go on YouTube right now and type in Sakurai, and you could watch whatever you want. Vigilante Blade says,
it's kind of like what I tell customers at work when they complain about that. You can just go do that your damn self. You don't want me to do it for you.
I don't know how much, I don't know how much the video adds to begin with, but like, do you really want to see me go show you a trailer or something you've already seen before? I guess it'd be more interesting than just a static camera. I don't know.
Don't even think about it. Don't give him.
No, I will think about it. I will think about it. Vigilante Blade says, as for Smash, sure, I'd be happy to see the series move forward without Sakurai. I think it's time for someone else to be in charge, honestly. So that Sakurai can focus on making new original games and someone less stubborn can make a Smash game. That's for everyone. Wow. I didn't know apparently he's not too happy with Sakurai. I don't know what's making him say he's so stubborn, but so like I said, Minecraft is out for Wii U. It's out in Europe. It's out in North America. I don't know if it's out in Japan yet. I know it's going to be available in Japan, so maybe it's there now.
You think that'll do well in Japan?
There's a couple Minecraft clones on 3DS that have been at the top of the charts over there for a long time. So
it's a good sign, I guess.
I'm sure the actual game will do well on Wii U. But in Japan it's different because they aren't as into digital downloads of games as we are. Microsoft Studios Helen. How am I supposed to say this
Helen
name?
Asellin.
Say this name, Mom Brain. ZBIHLYJ. That's not how you write words. Jones. Helen Jones was asked about the potential of a Minecraft amiibo. And Miss Jones says, I'm only on the Minecraft team, so I honestly have no idea about those other games. We do know that there's a lot of demand for a Minecraft amiibo. No idea if we'll get one. As for Alex and Steve making an appearance in other games, blah, blah, blah. So she says there's a lot of demand to have a Minecraft amiibo, which I'm not surprised of.
You can have a Minecraft character in Smash Brothers.
No, we're done. No more DLC.
And a sword. You can ride a pig.
Well,
maybe the next one.
It has to be next one, yes. We now know the final DLC for this Smash Brothers. So when Sakurai works on the next one. Chosen One Knuckle says, well, that'd be one reason the physical release is later, in my humble opinion. Yes, the physical release for Minecraft on Wii U is coming at a later date. So now people are like, oh, maybe that's because they're going to tie an amiibo to it. Cedar says, you guys should watch the My Parents Play videos. RMC's dad is hilarious. He is a funny guy for all the wrong reasons. Metasov is quoting me saying, what do you want to see gameplay of what I'm talking about? Then they all laughed as if it was a stupid suggestion. Not that it's a stupid suggestion, but like, I don't know, like, that makes it, to me, that makes it feel like an Access Hollywood show or like TMZ or something where they're like, Britney Spears was out walking around outside again, and then they show pictures of Britney Spears walking around, and you're like, yep, there she is. Metasoft says, think about it, RMC. I will think about it. I said I would think about it. If that's something you really want, that's something you would like to see in the podcast, images of whatever I'm talking about, I could look into doing that. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I think I would need another computer because this one's getting old. I don't think it's going to hang in there much longer, so I don't think it would be able to handle all that extra stuff. But and then on top of all that, I don't even have any idea how to do it. I'm sure I could figure it out, and I'm sure it's not difficult to do, but just off the top of my head, I got no idea. So Metasoft, if you got an idea, you let me know. If you know how to do it, you tell me. Shoot me an email or tell me right now in the chat. JW says, Britney Spears in this podcast? I prefer Christina Aguilera. Well, let's not get into that. That could be a whole podcast worth of discussion. This week's downloads in Europe. Minecraft, a whole bunch of stuff. Minecraft, the actual base game, and then all the skins packs we talked about last week, including stuff like The Simpsons and Mass Effect and Doctor Who and Star Wars and all that. Also available is Island Flight Simulator. Enjoy open-ended gameplay, touchdown in the tropics, and transport freight between 12. That one little phrase makes me lose interest right away.
Oh, I can't wait to move this freight around.
Thank you, Link Triforce. I appreciate it.
I was watching American Dad the other day, and Steve was playing a video game, and it was called Overnight Stalker, and it's all you're a guy just putting cans on the shelf, and you're getting higher scores for putting more cans on. And then it was like, when you ran out of cans, it was like, please restock, please restock. It was so lame.
It sounds fun.
I was like, that's my life.
Transport freight between 12 exotic islands and more than 100 exciting missions. Only the most daring pilots will take the risk of accepting both highly lucrative and illegal missions from shifty clients.
Cocaine.
Wolford Chaser has the best comment I've ever seen, and the most true one. He says, I've never known a dad any weirder than RMC's dad. That's very true. Mom Brain and Lube, you guys have known my dad for a very long time. And I've known him since I've been born, and I still can't figure him out, so I'm sure you guys can't either. I think
of all my friends' dads, yours probably is the weirdest, followed by mine.
I was going to say, now I am friends with both of you, and I know Ramit's dad better, but Lube, I think your dad could take the cake.
My dad's pretty weird.
Those two need to do a Let's Play together. Yeah. Let's have them play something.
Well, if it's Civ, my dad would be all over it. That would be it.
Can I stream Civ on the DS?
Think about it.
Huh?
Think of Nicky Hill's dad. He's a character and a half. John the Savage's dad is kind of just a dad.
Yes.
Right? He's just a dad.
I'd say Nicky Hill's dad is just a dad.
Well, he's got a big personality.
He's Italian.
Kirby's dad's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Lube and I take the cake, definitely.
Yeah.
Our dads together doing a show about anything, I think would be really, really funny.
You know what my dad doing a show would sound like?
Farting?
Him just telling your mom to get him stuff?
Well, that, but it would probably just be dead air for like minutes at a time.
Yeah, I could very easily see that happening, and he would get very uncomfortable, and then just turn it off, and that'd be the end of it. You'd never see him again. So let's get him on the show.
Oh, well, he could do, like, he just couldn't have his own show, but he could do a show.
About what?
Lawnmowers.
Like Hank Hill.
He could
probably NASCAR.
He could do NASCAR, football, baseball, cars, motorcycles, growing grass, yard care, and getting, like, deals on the internet. He's really good at getting deals.
You know who should do a show? How you doing, yeah?
Uncle Dick should definitely do a podcast. That would be awesome.
I got a whole hell of a lot of time.
I got a whole lot of time. I get out here and get some lumber.
I was going to say, he can't do a show because he doesn't have the time to do it. He's too busy.
It's true.
Too busy all the time.
Uncle Dick would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Good guest speaker.
And he can't hear squat, so that's even better.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a great show.
Yep.
What else we got? Ascent of Kings, the death of a king, an epic challenge to choose a new ruler. Will the youngest of 4 brothers turn out to be the strongest? Will a boy become king? The answer is up to you. Classic adventure platformer gameplay. Explore and encounter strange creatures, some harmless, some not. Navigate dangerous passages and evade deadly traps. Seek out elemental shrines and receive upgraded abilities. Job the Leprechaun, or Job the Leprechaun, but it's spelled Job. We've talked about that before. Maybe we haven't. We've said the game. I don't know if we've described it. Here's the official synopsis. Help Job the Leprechaun to rescue his friend Eri in this retro-style platformer game. Collect all clovers on stage and find the door to go to the next level. A horde of goblins, zombies, caterpillars, and more monsters will try to stop you. Use your magic hat to fight them. But you are not alone in this adventure. A cow and an elf will help you with their abilities.
Leprechaun's greatest allies, cows and elves.
No, we don't need to explain how famously cows and leprechauns get along. We've all heard the stories and tall tales before. Mario Tennis, the N64 game, is available on the Virtual Console. New Super Mario Brothers, the DS game, is available on the Wii U Virtual Console. Onimusha Tactics, the GBA game, is available on the Wii U Virtual Console. Special offers on some jazz, blah, blah, blah. 3DS got Steel Empire. Remember, that's half the price it was when it came out here in North America. So $15 instead of $30, basically. Cronus Arc, the RPG, is out. Phoebus Arc, Chonus Arc. The Delusions of von Sottendorf and His Square Mind is available. Baron von Sottendorf is an aristocrat in the early 20th century. He doesn't know it, but he's really living trapped in a grid drawing of his mansion created by his own lunatic mind. The game has a new focus that combines the essence of gaming platforms with puzzles and beautiful scenery created from artistic elements and references. The objective of the game is to free Baron von Sottendorf from his own madness. To do this, you must overcome the challenges that appear along the way. As you solve the different levels, you receive objects that will help you unlock memories from his life. The more memories you get, the closer you are to regaining his sanity. Go crazy and help the Baron get his sanity back. But be careful. The rooms of the mansion move about, and it's easy to get lost in his world.
Run all over.
The Keep demo is available, and then there's other special offers. Special themes. You get the Adventure Time Princess Bubblegum theme, the Adventure Time BMO theme, Persona Q theme, Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker Apocalypse theme, Etrian Mystery Dungeon theme, Geronimo Stilton Animation Pack, Geronimo Stilton Classic Pack, Geronimo Stilton Mountains Pack, Geronimo Stilton Pilot Pack, Geronimo Stilton Christmas Pack. Those are all available for themes as well. So that's your European downloads. Somebody on Twitter was like, why do you always say digital downloads? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, what else do you download? You don't download physical. I'm like, oh, that's true. Rainbow Gazelle says there are really a lot of tempting sales this week. Well, I don't read the sales, but you can go to the site and see the sales. So maybe there's something you like in there. Rumor has it that Nintendo is working on a free-to-download Amiibo game. So a game that would actually use your amiibo in some way rather than like Amiibo Tap, some sort of more traditional game. Obviously, Nintendo's not going to talk about this, but that's the rumor out there right now. We shall see what happens. This is something fans have been saying they wanted for a while now, so it wouldn't be surprising to see it come together, but nothing official yet. Fish has the first comment, and he says, this pretty much seems like a no-brainer. Aside from Amiibo being really hard to get, and keep in mind I'm at work, so I can't watch the video right now, this would be a really smart move for Nintendo on any platform. I've been dreaming of a Smashlanders game for years now, and I really hope it'll come true because that series is fun, just not fantastic. Nintendo characters would be great, and they wouldn't even have to use every amiibo for a playable character. The rest of them could be assists or bonuses or something. Plus, this would get people using the platform. Yes, Nintendo's president has said that he is very happy with amiibo sales, but he recognizes that not a lot of people are actually using them in-game. They're mostly buying them to collect. That's what I do. I have them to collect. Oh, like that new Rob. Oh, new Rob amiibo. He gets 2 because he's that great.
Robert! I love you, Robert.
The North American Rob and the Famicom Japanese Rob. The Japanese Rob is coming over here, and I'll definitely be getting that one.
I'm going to step on it.
Rob's too strong for you. You couldn't handle him. Rumor also has it that NST is working on mobile games now. So there's a long history with the NST branch of Nintendo. They famously worked on Project Hammer, and then that fell apart, and then trust was lost in NST, and blah, 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 blah. And they've been like putzing around ever since. And now we're hearing that they're working on mobile games, and this is somewhat confirmed by a job listing for NST that was looking for someone to work on mobile games. So it seems like something's going on over there. Again, Nintendo is not going to comment, but it seems like NST, whether they want to or not, are going to have to focus on helping develop Nintendo's mobile games. Jason Maivia says, well, NST's been dead since the last generation. There's no more new Wave Race or 1080 from them ever, I guess. Unless it's on mobile, then there could be. Maybe Project Hammer will go to cell phones.
Then I'd have to buy a new
I was going to say, you'll have to get a brand new
Definitely
cell.
would. They'd have to let me do the first test of it. So I was the only one who tested it the first time.
It'll be some weird, like, pre-installed game. Like, you have to buy to some weird retailer.
Like a pocket rocker.
Yeah,
but...
yeah. So there's this new game on iOS. I haven't heard if it's removed yet or not. It's called Pocket Master Saga.
Okay. Sounds like a normal title for a game.
You want me to look it up?
No, why?
Well, you said you haven't heard if it's been removed or not.
Oh, if it's look up if it's been removed, yeah. If I had a Twitch set up right now, I could touch a button and show you on the screen what it looks like, but I'm not that sophisticated. So, man, now I'm gonna look into all that.
Pocket something?
Pocket Master Saga.
You're looking at it on the stream right now. It's called. It's called Pocket Master Saga.
Got it.
Now, why are we talking about it being removed? Well, this goes beyond the usual clone of a Pokemon game. This game not only uses Pokemon names like Charmander and Ghastly, uses all the names, but it also uses the exact likenesses of the Pokemon. Yeah. They don't look any different. Like, Pikachu looks exactly like Pikachu, and Charmander and Psyduck look...
The Pikachu looks like a little bit more crappily drawn.
Yes, that's
but
true.
The rest of them look...
I don't think it exists.
Dead on.
Yanked?
I think so.
Yes, it was way beyond your blatant Pokemon ripoff. This was, like, literally copy and paste. Like, we're just going to use... Like, somebody brought up a good point on Twitter. They saw this story and they were like, why would developers put their time into making this? Like, why are teams of people going to make this blatant ripoff that's going to be removed from the App Store or have Nintendo threaten legal action about it? Like, they went through the problem of making the entire game. They could have just made their own artwork, but they didn't. And the little icing on the cake is this game was made by the company DNA, and in Japan, DNA is the mobile company that Nintendo is going to work with or is working with, except that company is spelled DENA, and this company is spelled DNA, just the letters. So not only are they ripping off Nintendo, they're also ripping off the other real mobile company, DNA.
Wow.
So according to Mom Brain, the game is gone, right? You couldn't find it. How do I say this name?
And
Whoa.
Chat now. Chat now. Chat now.
Well,
Mom
I just
Brain.
got booted out of the chat. I don't know why.
I'm here.
I'm here. Yoma Road says, looks interesting. If I had access to the App Store, I would try it just for morbid curiosity. And I do wonder about those character models. They look either too nice to be made by someone random, but not good enough to be directly ripped from an original Pokemon game. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll never know now unless somebody out there still has it installed on their phone. So yeah, not surprisingly, the game has disappeared, which didn't take long. You have to wonder how it got on the App Store to begin with. Like, where's the people that are checking this stuff? But at least after it was reported on, it seems to be yanked. And I made an imager.
Yeah, you have the last screenshot
Yeah.
forever.
I have the screens. I know they're out there on the internet somewhere else, but apparently 17,000 of you looked at those screenshots. So thank you. November NPD 2015. We already did the top 10 last week, but now we have some unconfirmed numbers for software sales on Nintendo platforms. And keep in mind, we'll never get confirmation on these numbers unless Nintendo tells us, and they're not going to tell us. But I believe they come from Cream Sugar, who he used to send in stuff to GoNintendo all the time, and then there was that time when GoNintendo was banned on NeoGAF, and he kind of disappeared. But he's still active, and we trusted him when he sent us stuff, so I still trust him now. So I believe in his numbers, but yes, there's no official confirmation of them.
I believe you.
Super Mario Maker, these are all just for November, remember. November, Super Mario Maker sold 140,000 units. The Splatoon Wii U bundle sold 140,000 units. Splatoon itself sold 105,000 units. So that's another 245,000 units of the game sold, but 140,000 of that was the bundle. Yoshi's Woolly World sold 97,000 units. Yokai Watch sold 71,000 units. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival sold 36,000 units. Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon sold 115,000 units, and Mario Tennis Ultra Smash only sold 18,000 units, which is not a surprise because it's kind of a bare bones game that nobody was too interested in. First comment comes from Mom Brain. Can you tell me what the most recent thing in the chat was?
All I see is Cedar peas on ramen.
All right, just making sure. Zippo says, good to see Mario Tennis bombed. A Game Boy game having more content than a Wii U game in 2015 is despicable. Very angry, Zippo. I'm sorry.
He should be.
He's
should
fiery.
Be
Get it, Zippo?
They shitted out a Mario Tennis game.
Shoveled out.
They shoveled out a Mario Tennis game. They didn't even put in special features. Probably didn't even have Waluigi in it.
You don't even have rackets in the game.
Yeah.
Didn't take time to make them. You just smack the ball with your
Make it Mario handball.
So the Smash Brothers final presentation happened this week.
So who won? Who won? Let us know.
Well, first off, they announced that Corrin from Fire Emblem Fates, the new Fire Emblem game coming here, but out in Japan, Corrin is going to be a character in the game. So we got a surprise character. We have details on all that if you want to read that. And then Nintendo also pointed out that Cloud was the most requested Final Fantasy character. So that's why Cloud was chosen to be in the game, and they worked that out with Square Enix. And then the Midgar stage was also revealed. For Mii stuff, they showed new Mii armor and new Mii costumes. So there's the Bionic armor, the Takamaru suit, Ashley from the WarioWare series, Gil, Tails from Sonic's universe. So now you can dress yourself up like Tails. There's also Knuckles, which looks really funny. The Mii. There's also a Chocobo costume / hat And then Geno from Super Mario RPG. There's a Geno costume. So obviously people at Nintendo or Sakurai himself or whoever heard that people kept requesting Geno. I guess he wasn't voted enough times on the ballot. But they threw in a nice little Mii costume for him. So Geno lives on. The final reveal was the winner of the Fighters ballot. And Sakurai said, in Europe, this character was the #1 most voted for character overall. And in North America, the character was within the top 5 most voted. And then combining that with other parts of the world, they said the overall most voted for character that is going to be added to the game is Bayonetta. So Bayonetta will be a brand new character in Smash Brothers.
Thanks to Europe. So Europe really carried her in then, huh?
Yeah, they said she'll have the 2 versions of herself, so she'll look like Bayonetta from Bayonetta 2 or Bayonetta from Bayonetta 1. It's up to you. And she has all the attacks you would expect her to have. So lots of hair attacks and lots of gun juggling because she's got 2 guns on her. A gun on each hand and a gun on each foot.
She gets wicked, I hear.
She does. And lots of juggling with characters and then all the stuff that, her demon summons from the game and all that. So they're working in everything. And then also included will be the Umbra Clock Tower stage. And the Umbra Clock Tower is an infamous part of the beginning of the first Bayonetta. You pretty much kick off the game running around on a part of a clock tower that's falling down through space. So that's going to be a stage in the game. And it will also include some of the what are they? I guess they're angels, I think, from that game. So they'll be swooping around and trying to attack you as well.
While you juggle guns.
Huh?
While you juggle guns.
We'll juggle with guns. Come on, brain. God. I just want to make sure I get all the important stuff. So then we also got a release date for other amiibo like Famicom Rob and Ryu and Fire Emblem. I don't remember. Roy? Is that Roy?
You don't care. You just hear Rob and you get all hot and bothered.
Roy, Rob, Ryu are all due out March 18th. Now, remember, like I said, this is Famicom version Rob, so I don't know. He's probably going to be hard to find. I know he is. And then also, they confirmed that Corrin, Cloud, and Bayonetta are going to get their own amiibo. They just didn't say when.
Corrin is a character in the Chronicles of Narnia.
I did not know that.
Pronounced Corinne?
It's Corrin.
Oh, well, he's Corin in the books.
So yeah, there's going to be amiibo of 2 more third-party characters. I'm interested to see, well, they showed poses. I don't know if this is what the amiibo are going to look like, but I'm interested to see the Cloud one because Square Enix. I mean, it's not that they don't do stuff for Nintendo. They do a good amount on the 3DS, without a doubt. They haven't really done much on Wii U, but Final Fantasy VII was never released on any Nintendo platform, while we've had Cloud and some appearances on Nintendo platforms through other games like Kingdom Hearts. But we're getting an amiibo for a character from a game that was never released on Nintendo systems, so that's kind of interesting. And maybe it speaks to a greater relationship between Square Enix and Nintendo in the future.
To money.
Maybe it speaks to money, that's true. There's also that way of looking at it. Dude Sean says, Super Smash Bros. Fire Emblem Edition confirmed. There are a lot of Fire Emblem characters. Yeah. Sakurai loves his Fire Emblem characters. Hey, guys.
Yeah?
You want to feel like you're back in, 1997?
Freshman high school?
There's a new app for the Wii U in Europe.
Maybe. Sure. I do want to feel that way.
Okay.
I do.
Mom Brain, do you?
I'm committed. I want to feel that way.
Do I what?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Go back to high school?
1997. The year's 1997, we'll say.
And the freshman year, beginning of sophomore year?
That might have been a rough time for me.
There's a new app coming.
Let's go back to it anyway.
So there's a new app coming to the Wii U. What do you think this app is?
In 1997?
It has to do with 1997.
Let's see. What came out in 1997?
Dawson's Creek. was out around then,
Dawson's
right?
Creek,
Buffy was.
I think that they re-released the original Star Wars trilogy.
It was a service on computers.
AOL?
No.
Netscape Navigator.
ICQ.
No.
Oh, IM?
Napster.
Napster. Did you guess that?
Yep, promise.
Napster is coming to the Wii U. It's available in Europe December
Wow.
17th. I don't even know if it's available here. So, did you know that Napster's still around?
I did not.
They
know that.
are. And did you know that Napster has over 34 million music tracks?
I did not know that. Either.
Did you know that Napster is one of the world's leading subscription-based digital music services?
I figured iTunes would have been number one.
No, never heard of it. Wii owners with a Napster Unlimited subscription will have access to the full Napster service through their Wii U console. And with the touchscreen on the gamepad, you'll be able to easily search for a specific track, album, or artist, as well as browse by genre, top albums, tracks, and artists, ensuring music enthusiasts can discover and play the latest releases.
Yeah, if you want to pay for it.
I would love to know how this came together. Wii U owners who aren't yet Napster subscribers will be able to sign up for a free
no credit card required.
Free 30-day trial at the Napster website. Doesn't say.
Just put your credit card number in.
Or your parents' credit card. So, yeah, Napster, Wii U. It's the killer app we've all been waiting for. Coopzilla says, Napster? I thought they got sued out of existence over 10 years ago. No, they're still around. We have some sales details for...
Wait, but there was big legal stuff with Napster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they went legit.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. That's why everybody switched to Kazaa at the time, because Napster was having all those troubles.
Kazaa and LimeWire, and then those ones got shut. I think Kazaa and LimeWire's got to be shut down.
I don't know. France, we have some details on. So, Wii U 3 software sales over there. Splatoon is the second best-selling Wii U game in France. In France alone, it sold 280,000 units. Super Mario Maker has sold over 145,000 units. Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer has sold over 220,000 units.
This is France?
Yeah. Almost 200,000 Amiibo card packs have been sold. Nintendo Presents New Style Boutique 2 Fashion Forward has sold over 100,000 units in less than a month. And Xenoblade Chronicles X has sold over 40,000 units in less than 2 weeks.
Why do we care about what's selling in France?
Because we cover around the world. And Nintendo France is actually one of the only other branches of Nintendo that puts out their sales data.
Okay.
And also, France is dominated by Nintendo fans. Like, Nintendo is very big in France compared to the other two. So, so we report on that. So there's your French numbers. I guess we'll never talk about them again. I only want NPD.
Why don't we do German numbers? Why don't we do Italy numbers?
We would if those parts of Nintendo put out their numbers.
Why don't we do Argentina numbers?
Well, if you can find them,
all right,
we'll do them.
I will find them.
And I mean, like, actually find and verify, not make them up. Damn it, he got me. Xenoblade Chronicles X director talked about what he would like his next project to be. He says, I tend to get bored with things pretty easily, so I'd like to keep creating things with different approaches every time. Along those lines, I definitely like my next project to look and feel pretty different from this one. The Xeno name, by the way, really just exists to make it clear that these are Tetsuya Takahashi productions. So he's saying, when I put Xeno in a game, it's so people know who's working on it. When is their next project? We don't know. What system is it going to come out on? We don't know. Nothing's. I shouldn't say nothing has started yet because I don't know. But Xenoblade Chronicles X is just out the door in North America. So while there was work that had to be done on that, I'm sure they're taking a break over there. Mr. Rise says, I'd like for him to step away from the mechs and futuristic sci-fi setting this time. Do that, and it's already different from past Xeno games. Well, there you go. Take that suggestion and run with it, Mr. Takahashi. What is this? I'm not going to read all of it, but I'll give you the gist. Splatoon co-director Yusuke Amano and producer Hisashi Nogami talked about a whole bunch of things in Splatoon. They discussed why there's no single player, or why there's not going to be a single player spinoff. They said, when we envisioned the single player mode, we saw it as a way of teaching those game mechanics I mentioned earlier to players, and as something they would be able to take with them into multiplayer mode in the game. One thing with the single-player mode is that it was sort of a way to expand the worldview of Splatoon, the sort of story, if you will, that we weren't able to do in multiplayer mode. Regarding any kind of spin-off or expansion, rather than just releasing additional stages for the single-player mode, if we wanted to do something like that, I would want to make it a larger scale update. There were elements of the single-player mode that I wasn't completely satisfied with myself. Nagami says, I really think that there's a strong connection between the two modes of the game, so we don't actually have any plans to release a single-player spin-off of the game due to the strength of that connection. And this is because Game Informer asked them about there being something like that because the single-player campaign actually ended up being quite popular. They also say there's going to be free DLC until January, and then it seems like that's going to be the end of it. And they've been doing DLC for a long time for Splatoon now. And also, you're not going to have to worry about paid DLC. They said there's not going to be any paid, or there's no plans right now for paid DLC. We haven't had any paid DLC for the game at all. And they're also asked about why there's no 3DS version. And Amano says, with the splattering of ink, which is definitely key to the game, this is something we spent a lot of time on getting the feel and look of exactly like we wanted. I think that's something that would be quite difficult to realize on the 3DS considering its limitations. So maybe if Nintendo puts out a more powerful handheld, we could see Splatoon on there. But Splatoon in its current form is not going to get a 3DS version. Blade Master says, things I would like to see in a future Splatoon game. A more challenging and robust single-player mode. More playable characters. Octolings and maybe something else. More colors. Being able to pick new weapons in between matches without having to leave the lobby. At least 2 new multiplayer modes, like True Capture the Flag. 1 flag in each team's area. Need to strategize with your team to determine who's going to protect your flag and who will go after the opponent's flag. Will probably require voice chat or being assigned a role before the match, I guess. And stock fights. Each person gets 3 lives on each team. First eliminate all lives from the other team wins. Ability to select which multiplayer mode you would want to play, or at least having the ability to pick from one of 2 options. In-game stats beyond what they have. Overall win, losses, kills, deaths, total ink turfed, etc. I like a lot of those suggestions. I mean,
do you have any suggestions?
Naked Inklings.
I was going to say skimpier outfits.
No, just naked.
They can't do naked.
Yeah, they can.
Nintendo. They won't.
Just no nipples and it'll be fine.
Coins is nipples.
Story of my life. No nipples. Everything's fine.
Just how about ink splatters where the nipples are? Can I shoot ink from my human cannon? Yes. Nipple ink and penis ink. That's what I want. I think it's what we all want. Super Mario Maker's getting an update on December 21st. What's it getting? It's getting bumpers. So you get, if you shake a grinder in the game, you get the bumper. No, like Super Mario bumpers that are like circular, yellowish things. It's getting the P-Warp door. You get that by shaking a warp door. The Fire Koopa Clown car. You shake the Koopa Clown car to turn it into that. You also be able to see world record times for each course. And then there's the Bookmark web portal, which we already knew about. That's also launching the same day. So new content on the way. And again, free content. This is free. Sergio Monti says, that's a pretty hype update. Sure, it doesn't bring back nostalgia elements like Charge and Chuck, but what I see here is completely new and never added to any new Super Mario Brothers game. Well, there you go. North America this week's digital downloads. We also got Minecraft. Smash Brothers DLC. Clouds available now in the Midgar stage. That's $5. $5, or it's $6 each on Wii U and 3DS, or you can get it for both versions for $7. Temple of Yog is available. Enter the Temple of Yog and battle your way through 2 linked dungeons by using the Wii U gamepad controller to peer into and swap between the realms of light and shadow, unlock relics, embark on challenging quests, and upgrade 4 classes in this twin-stick retro roguelike RPG. Mega Man 04, Mega Man Battle Network 5, Team Colonel, and Team Proto Man. Those are all Wii U Virtual Console games you can get. eShop sales, blah, blah, blah. Lots of sales.
It's the holidays.
New themes this week. The Legend of Dark Witch Blad theme, Clinzy theme, and Sola theme.
Are any of those words?
And Sega High-Tech theme. The Legend of Dark Witch, those are all words. And theme is a word as well. And then I was saying names. Blad. Clinzy from the TV show Clinzy Knows Best.
I'm so glad you came. Oh, I don't know if you should wear that coat. It's a little Clinzy.
Did you cleanse the kitchen before I got here today?
And Sola. The Sola theme.
Sola. The water is Sola. I don't think you should jump in.
Mom, could you?
Sola, it's been nice to know you.
Mom, can you please use Blad in a sentence?
I'm really glad I decided to pack that extra piece of fruit because I'm hungry.
It's not good. It's not bad. It's Blad.
Blad.
I took a pretty Blad dump earlier.
I'm feeling really Blad today. So that's all. Oh, no. And then there's also...
Who forgot to put the Blad on the counter?
The, what's it called from Rick and Morty? The thing that they make on how it's made, the spoof of how it's made.
Yeah. What is that called?
Blurple?
Plumbus?
Plumbus.
Something like that.
Blad.
Also available
Hand me the Blad.
The Delusions of Von Sottendorf and a Square Mind, The Legend of Dark Witch 2, and Island Flight Simulator. We got it as well. I kind of want to get Island Flight Simulator just to see what it's like.
Bring the cocaine to the Island Rebels. Support the revolution.
Make my parents play it. WesFX has the first comment, and he says, "Wowie, those sales. Grabbing the manga pinball and Costume Quest 2 right away, considering Tengami. And any opinions? I really like Tengami. The only complaint I have is it's short, but I very much enjoyed it. All right, that's your top stories. We're done. Lou, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Star Wars Battlefront. This weekend's
double
XP weekend for Star Wars Battlefront. A lot of fun. And I've been playing. I played some Minecraft last weekend. Got back into it, to our old realm, Lover's Paradise 2.
Yep.
And then I played it again just for a couple hours one night.
Oh, sure, just to get ahead in your project.
Just did a little something. But then I felt bad, so I haven't played it again since.
You went and blew up what I was doing, didn't you?
Flooded it, maybe.
Yeah, technically. Well, actually, you really could flood it because the first part of it, I made a underwater glass walkway.
I did see that. Because I was running around because I needed to go back there to get, and I didn't actually know where you were building stuff, and it just, the road that I took me like right by it, and I was like, oh, this chest is full of cobblestone, and then I like looked out and I was like, what is this? And I didn't go like down in it, but I could like see it, and I was like, that's awesome.
That tunnel was so hard to make. Because like, that's when I was talking to you about digging underwater, and like everything was flooding the whole time, but I did it, and it leads to the new project that I was working on. I like to call it a lube-sized project, so I'll be doing it for years. It's like the next like 3 times we play is probably me just like clearing out space,
just digging a big hole.
It was good to get back into it. It was. I always have fun with Minecraft. Yeah. You go in and you look at what you did, and then you're like, you take a few minutes and you're like, what else could I do? And then you just get.
Or you like wander somewhere, and I'm like, well, let's just explore these caverns, and then I'm like, oh, it's been 4 hours and I haven't built a goddamn thing.
That's the thing. When we were playing that night, I was like, Jesus Christ, the time went so fast.
Yeah, that's what when I went to play again, it was like 10 o'clock at night or something. I was just like, let me just play Minecraft for a little bit. And then I was like, oh, it's 12:30. Well, I guess I should stop playing.
And now we, you owners, can enjoy it. So I hope you are. If you haven't played Minecraft before, which surprisingly I was seeing a lot of people mention that they hadn't.
Well, last week when we did the Twitter question, it seemed like a lot of people had like negative reactions to it. We're like, nah, but sales prove otherwise.
Yeah, it seems like it's going well, certainly. We'll have the eShop charts Tuesday. So we'll see what's at number 1. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't Minecraft. Mom Brain.
Yes.
What have you been playing?
Neko Atsume. It snowed there today.
In Neko Atsume?
Snowed on my cats. Put out a heater for them.
That's nice of you.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Oh, thanks, Mumbry. I've been playing Star Wars Battlefront. I played that last night. I wanted to play Gauntlet, and Chip got in touch with me, and he was like, I'm off for the next 2 days. Let's play. And I was like, Lube just went back to work, and I'm not playing without Lube.
Yeah.
I said, I know, Chip, you wanted to wait for me, and I said, we have to all do it together. I said, I can't play Gauntlet without Lube. And he's like, oh, no, we need Captain Lube. So, so we didn't play.
So what, did you guys play anything, though?
No, we didn't. We were texting each other.
Yeah.
So he had just texted me and said he was free.
He probably was doing Star Wars then. Is he still into that?
Played Minecraft. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, I played Tomb Raider, or Rise of the Tomb Raider. I've been playing that, really taking my time with it and really enjoying it a lot. But then like Minecraft not gotten away, but we were playing Minecraft and Star Wars and stuff like that. So I'm taking my time with that game. I am having fun with it, but what am I forgetting? Oh, I've been playing The Room and The Room 2 on my phone.
It's tearing you apart.
Yeah, no relation to the film. It's like Myst, basically. So I've been playing those. Now I'm on The Room 3. I finished 1 and 2, started 3. And I know some of you are going to be like, why are you playing that now? It's old. I had never played it. And Mashable had this thing where they had like the top 100 apps on the iPhone since it launched. And The Room was in that list. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot all about this game. So I grabbed it and played it and really liked it. So that's what I've been playing. That's it as far as I can think of. It's getting to be the end of the year, so reviews are wrapping up, and I'll have more time to get into the stuff that I might have missed out on. And there's so much stuff in my backlog that I want to get to. And now I want to buy the Force Awakens playset for Disney Infinity. Just so much to play. All right, Twitter question. Today's Twitter question is, what are your picks for Wii U and 3DS Game of the Year? What games do you think were the best that both systems had to offer? Josh Thomas says, Splatoon. I don't recall anything worthwhile launching on 3DS this year. Then he gets into an argument because that's what Josh does. Emily Rogers says, Splatoon. Lunar Ledner says, Xenoblade Chronicles X and Monster Hunter 4. And I'm only teasing about Josh. I know a lot of people get angry with Josh, and sometimes it seems like he likes to rile people up. All I can tell you is I know him and I like him, and I've never had any problems with him. I don't want stuff on the internet gets too crazy, and they're like, did you hear what so-and-so said about so-and-so? He hates him and he wants to kill him. I have no problem with Josh. Ninbendo says, why not ask this after Christmas when people receive their final games of the year? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Maybe because not everyone celebrates Christmas.
Easy. It's just starting to get you riled up.
Magic Trooper says, Splatoon for sure. Sana Kurosaki says, 3DS, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Wii U, Splatoon, and Xenoblade. Via Vescaflone says, Wii U, Splatoon is just so damn good, and my favorite Wii U game to date, 3DS, SteamWorld Heist, excellent all around. Aether Tail says Fire Emblem Awakening on 3DS and Super Mario Maker for Wii U. Nestor64 says Splatoon and The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Splatoon still continues to deliver new content regularly, which is amazing. Maxiten says Xenoblade Chronicles X. Josh Superlink says 3DS Game of the Year, Majora's Mask. Wii U Game of the Year, probably Splatoon, but I need to play more Xenoblade. Frank Paccio says 3DS definitely Legend of Legacy. Wii U, Xenoblade. Superbug says Splatoon and Yokai Watch. Nico and SD says not sure about 3DS this year, but Wii U definitely Mario Maker. Alex Cosborn says Wii U, Super Mario Maker, and Majora's Mask 3D on 3DS. Chris Rose says Splatoon is my game of the year overall. It's a fresh experience I want to go back to again and again. Fry Guy 64 says Box Boy and Yoshi's Woolly World. Pat McHowell says Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate on 3DS, and Splatoon on Wii U. Eric Clyde says Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and Xenoblade Chronicles X. Turnabout Adam says Splatoon, Majora's Mask 3D. Didn't really get into much this year. Real Ezekiel Rage says Xenoblade Chronicles X, Fast Racing Neo, and Zeo Drifter. Dutch Poet says Super Mario Maker and Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. Volcanic says Xenoblade Chronicles X on Wii U and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate on 3DS. Man, a lot of Monster Hunter. I'm glad to see that. Cube Enigma says Box Boy and Mario Maker. NES Wii Gamer says I only bought one game this year and it was Xenoblade Chronicles X. Nothing else appealed to me. Really? All year, both systems, nothing else appealed to you. Video Game Guru 64 says Stella Glow for 3DS.
Stella.
And Wii U is Xenoblade Chronicles X. Mom Brain, are you getting the music ready?
It's ready.
Joe WJH says definitely Splatoon. Chaos Yoshi Image says Splatoon. Dan RRSS says Majora's Mask 3D, or Danners, I guess. Triforce God says Triforce Heroes and Xenoblade Chronicles X. Chario Man says Xenoblade Chronicles X and Smash on 3DS. RTF Jiggly says Wii U game is Splatoon, 3DS is Triforce Heroes. Goseki says Splatoon on Wii U and Xenoblade on 3DS. That would be new 3DS. Not got Xenoblade Chronicles X on Wii U yet. Mon Nintendo says Don't Starve Giant Edition. That's on Wii U. Dutch Poet says, does it convince Mom Brain to play Majora's Mask?
I don't need convincing. I like it.
Pika Moon says Splatoon, Captain Toad, and Pokemon Shuffle. No More Spiro says 3DS Box Boy, Wii U, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Paunchberry says, I wasn't expecting it, but Splatoon has been the best surprise of the year for me. Advanced Hero says Super Mario Maker. TJ Power says SteamWorld Heist on 3DS and Super Mario Maker on Wii U. The Smash Tunes says Codename Steam on 3DS and Wii U Splatoon. Zero Flame 16 says Mario Maker and Little Battlers Experience on 3DS. Axel Abe says only good games were ports of older games. Face. KB says Meme Run. I don't know if he really means that. It is a game.
What port is Splatoon of?
Trying to think of a squid-related game, but believe it or not, I'm having trouble.
I'm surprised someone said Yoshi's Woolly World.
One person did so far. I guess you weren't listening.
I wasn't.
The Mega
I must have zoned out.
Mega Travis says, my 3DS game of the year is Yokai Watch. I loved it. My Wii U game of the year is Super Mario Maker, followed by Splatoon. My body is Ridley, says Chibi Robo Ziplash for 3DS, Xenoblade Chronicles X for Wii U, Nintendo Badge Arcade for eShop Digital only. Andre Lop or Andres Slop says Smash. Nintendo Addict says also he says Splatoon and Mario Maker, also Yokai Watch. Nintendo Nika says Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate for 3DS and Splatoon and Xenoblade for Wii U. CH08137 says Splatoon on Wii U, Majora's Mask on 3DS. Not many 3DS titles this year, mostly remakes and spin-offs. G Bugster says Splatoon on Wii U, 3DS is a tie between Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and SteamWorld Heist. Carefree Captain says, I was hoping it'd be Zelda Wii U for 2015, but that changed. So Splatoon and Yokai Watch. The Core says Splatoon and Mario Maker. MJ Pingram says Codename Steam on 3DS and Xenoblade Chronicles on Wii U. Anderson Biz says Mario Maker on Wii U and Majora's Mask on 3DS. Deer Dragon says Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and Splatoon. Bob Askin says Mario Maker and Splatoon. Mitchy Mouse says the games I played this year the most are Triforce Heroes and Hyrule Warriors. I'm a bit of a Zelda fanatic. Kev Bell 007 says Splatoon. The Nintendo channel says 3DS would be either Majora's Mask or Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, but Wii U is definitely Xenoblade Chronicles X. The BC97 says Xenoblade Chronicles X. Link Triforce says Splatoon and Triforce Heroes. Geek Lock says SteamWorld Heist is unbelievably good. Disco Crows says Splatoon. Trojan Horse says 3DS. The closest I got was Plague of Shadows. Wii U, toss up between Super Mario Maker and Splatoon. Peru El Campion says Codename Steam and Xenoblade Chronicles. Alex Resk says Splatoon and Box Boy. Ubra says Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and Splatoon. B. DeCoppel, or BD Koppel, says, am I crazy or did the Wii U have a surprisingly meh year? Super Mario Maker for sure. Bemp Tui says Super Mario Maker and Steam World Heist. Honorable mention goes to Splatoon. Johnny R 2002 says Box Boy and Mario Maker. Neither my game of the year though. Sonic Zero Rider says Triforce Heroes and Splatoon. Hasim El Hamar says Splatoon and Mario Maker. And finally, Slider 0806 says Box Boy and Splatoon. I'm surprised that Box Boy got as many mentions as it did. That's one of my favorites of the year. I really like Box Boy a lot. I didn't think people would remember it. But they did. Mom Brain, you liked Box Boy too, even though you didn't play it.
I did play it. I just didn't play it as much as you.
All right, Mom Brain, let's do some music.
All right, let's do some music.
Maybe people were thinking of Box Trolls, the movie, and that's how they remembered Box Boy. They really wanted to put Box Trolls, the movie, the game.
Maybe people just love box-related games and movies.
It was a big thing this year.
Everybody loves boxes. Boxes are so hot right now.
Cats love boxes.
Yeah, that's true.
Our cats
know.
love a box. This first song comes from Errant Pruck.
Is this Xenoblade Chronicles X?
It's not.
Is this Xenoblade Chronicles?
Nope.
Is this...
Celtic Woman? No.
Is this a Phoenix Wright?
No.
What system is it? 3DS?
Nope. DS.
Regular DS.
Is it an RPG?
I don't know.
But it's not Fire Emblem.
I don't think it's an RPG. But I don't know for sure.
Pretty sophisticated music for DS. I don't know.
Have trouble with this one lately. Advance Wars, Days of Ruin.
Oh, I should have known now.
All right, I see how it's going lately.
Next one comes from Raj Chaos.
Just Dance.
Nope.
What system?
Wii.
Oh boy. Wow, have I played this?
I think so.
What the hell is this? It's gonna be a bad day. Bouncy and energetic and...
From one of the No More Heroes?
Nope.
I could see that being...
Yeah, it's got that vibe. Man, I don't even know where to begin to guess. It's not a rhythm game. It
Nope.
doesn't... It's got like a... I don't know how else to say it without sounding offensive. It's got like a Japanese flair to it.
Oh, yeah.
Sure does.
So is it no Sipo Hitane or something?
Yeah, I said it's got a Japanese flair to it. Mom Brain goes, sure does. So there's something to that.
Yeah. Is the title Japanese or does it have an English title?
It is an English.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is. Is it a title that has a Japanese word? And it has two Japanese words, but we're familiar with one of them.
Yep.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Sure is. You're right. It was Tatsunoko
I was going to
versus...
say one Japanese word, one English word, but I'm like, wait, Capcom is Japanese and is a made-up word.
Versus Capcom on the Wii, and that was from Raj Chaos. Here comes one from Carefree Captain.
Oh my god, I know this. What's this stuff?
NES. I like it.
Load Runner.
Nope.
Jesus Christ, we've only got one right.
It's only your third
Yeah,
song.
but we're not getting this one.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Nope.
Is it a licensed game?
Nope. It's by Taito.
Just go ahead. Low G name. I don't know.
No. Sky Shark.
Would have never got it.
I've never even heard of that title.
Not familiar.
And that stumper was brought to you by Carefree
Never would've
Captain.
put those two
Good
words
job,
together.
Carefree Captain. Yeah, right.
Nate Senpai sends us this one.
Man, we were doing okay on music.
Fire Emblem.
Nope.
Crystal Chronicles.
Nope.
Final Fantasy.
Nope.
Could be a rare game.
I don't think it's rare.
Could be first party. Is it first party?
Luigi's Mansion 2.
Nope.
Paper Mario or something?
Nope.
What system?
I'm not sure. I want to say handheld. So like 3DS, DS.
Moon.
Nope.
Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Nope.
Armorines.
Marines, yeah. It's kind of got like that military. I can see that.
That
That horn, that French horn, yeah.
Codename Steve.
What?
Codename Steve.
No.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Puzzle Quest 2.
God damn it. You guys are doing real good this week.
This one comes from Bowling for Bear. Oh, that was from Nate Senpai, by the way. This one comes from Bowling for Bear.
This is DS.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. No. No.
What is it?
64.
Okay.
I think.
Quest 64.
No.
God, what has this? The first party?
Yeah.
Says
It's a Mario Kart 64.
Nope.
Legend of Zelda.
Nope. Not Mario, not Zelda.
Pokemon something.
Yeah.
Pokemon Puzzle League.
No.
Pokemon Snap.
No.
Coliseum.
Nope.
Pinball.
Nope.
Hey You Pikachu.
Nope.
Pokemon
64.
Coliseum 2.
No.
Pokemon.
Gold, silver, pearl, black, white,
No.
red.
Pokemon. What the hell is Pokemon? Pokemon Tetris.
Nope.
Battler.
No.
Pokemon.
Legends. The movie, the game.
What other Pokemon games were on 64?
You were on the right track with Coliseum, kind of.
Pokemon Stadium
Oh,
2.
Yes.
you know, when I say Coliseum, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Stadium.
I
don't
couldn't
know
think
why
of it
I thought
either.
Coliseum.
Pokemon Stadium 2. I'm not keeping track.
I think we're 5 for 5.
This one that was from Bowling for Bear. This next one comes from Rat Mastered.
familiar. Oh, now it's real familiar. Wait a minute. What system?
I think Wii U.
Oh, it's right there. Is it Metal Slug? Oh, jeez, I don't know.
It is. It's Metal Slug 3.
I was like, why do I know this?
You're right. It was Metal Slug 3, and that was from Rat Mastered.
I don't know if that's on Wii U, by the way.
This one comes from Will Natsuteke. Natsuteki. You'll get this one.
Yes, I know, but what is it from? Is it from Majora's Mask?
Nope.
Oh, why do I know this? Can I have a system?
Wii. I think. Yeah, right?
These hints you're giving about systems are terrible.
I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was Wii.
The Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the title?
I don't remember.
It's like a Zant fight. Yeah, it's part of the Zant fight. But it's the part of the Zant fight before Zant goes really crazy. And that one song's like the real weird Zants. Yeah, that's a Zant song.
That was from Will. Woo. This one comes from Denby.
Well, it's old school, but I don't know it.
Load Runner.
Yeah.
What is it, Game Boy or NES?
NES.
Like all the old NES songs, like they all sound the same to me. Never know.
There's some a few of the companies I can tell apart by their instruments, but
like
this one I don't know.
that Konami, you can always tell, but otherwise it's just like,
Is this licensed?
I don't think so.
Well, they made a crappy Ninja Gaiden. Was it Ninja Gaiden 3? Is it a franchise?
No.
Alright, I don't know. Bojima.
Nope. Crystalis.
I never played it.
That was from Denby. 2 left. So it comes from Jet Jaguar.
I'd like to get at least half. Focused all text. Oh, this is crappy sound. It could be Super Nintendo. Bad Super Nintendo.
Nope.
64?
Yeah.
James Pond.
Nope.
Mario Party.
Nope.
Something. I don't know what this is. San Francisco Rush.
No.
Beetle Adventure Racing.
No.
Some kind of cat game.
Nope.
Franchise?
Licensed.
On the 64 license? Oh, man.
Whenever I think of license on 64, I go to wrestling games right away. So any wrestling game.
No.
No.
Like a menu screen on a wrestling game. How about like a sports game? Is it
Nope.
FIFA or... Oh boy, we're screwed. Micro Machines, how about that?
Is
Nope.
it a Home Alone game?
Nope.
Home Alone on the 64.
Home Alone 3 on the 64.
Licensed. Licensed still around today?
Is it a James Bond game?
Yeah. But the game, I mean, it's not a game that's still around.
Yeah, but the license is.
Oh, yeah.
James Bond title?
Nope.
Barbie.
No.
Ren and Stimpy.
Nope.
I don't think there's a 64 game. It's going to be some real crappy licensed game, isn't it?
A Simpsons game?
It's not a Simpsons game.
Go ahead.
Donald Duck Going Quackers.
Oh, I would have never got it.
Man, I didn't know Donald Duck had a 64 game.
Not
that I know the entire library of the 64, but
I don't even know who Donald Duck is.
Never heard of a Donald Duck game on the 64.
It was Donald Trump. And that was from Judge Jaguar.
Good for you, Judge Jaguar.
Last
We need
song.
one more for
He
5
focused
right.
all attacks
You'll get
on
this
us.
one. It's from Wired.
Oh, it's Splatoon.
Sure is.
Is it what, credits?
I don't freaking know.
Oh.
What do I look like?
Oh, I accidentally closed out the chat.
Goodbye, chat. So that's it.
I think we got
10 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah. Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, nice try.
We did try, okay?
You did. I'm proud of you for trying.
They can't all be perfect weeks.
That's
Freaking
right.
Donald Duck.
We were going
must have
quackers
been-
trying to guess that
game
game.
must have been terrible.
I don't know. Maybe it was good. All right, that's it. I guess that's it. That's it. No after show because I forgot. I closed out the chat.
Hey, so listen, we won't have a podcast again until after Christmas.
Okay. Where can people send their music to?
gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
Where?
Once more, that is GN, as in Nintendo, gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
G as in Go Nintendo. N as in Nintendo.
So I hope that everybody is enjoying this festive time of year.
Day after Christmas is a podcast?
Christmas is Friday.
We do podcasts on Saturday.
We do. Are we doing your parents' house Saturday?
Oh, that tradition?
Oh.
I don't know. I'll have to ask. Grandma's in the hospital. Who knows what's going on?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We had a wonderful time. We hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you next week. And happy Christmas and Merry Christmas to those that celebrate. And to those that don't, have not work or school days.
And I do hope that everyone enjoys some kind of something this season.
Figgy pudding.
A little bit of love. Right? That's what we're giving each other this year.
This kind of
Love.
Goodbye, everybody.